check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
Going crazy.
Crazy.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, you know, telling me they love me and, you know, just turn their back on you in a second.
So Justin Bieber is finally starting to open up, but not in the way people expected. And honestly, it's making a lot of people uncomfortable. Old clips are resurfacing. Interviews are getting rewatched. Fans are suddenly connecting dots that nobody questioned years ago, especially when it comes to Bieber's early ties to Sean Combs and those private, off-the-grid industry circles. But now, the conversation feels very different. Because this isn't just about a young celebrity struggling with fame anymore. People are starting to ask a much darker question. What exactly was Justin Bieber exposed to behind closed doors? Remember, Justin was only 13 years old when his entire life changed overnight. One minute, he's posting covers online from Canada. The next, he's standing beside some of the most powerful names in entertainment. Then Usher steps in. He mentors Bieber publicly, introduces him to the industry, helps launch his career. Back then, it looked like a dream come true. But today, people are revisiting those same moments with a completely different mindset. Because one of the first major circles Bieber entered was Diddy's world. And once those old interviews resurfaced, the internet froze. Diddy openly talked about spending 48 hours alone with Bieber, saying they were doing things he couldn't publicly describe, calling it every young person's dream. At the time, people laughed it off like harmless industry humor. Today, it doesn't sound funny anymore.
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
Going crazy.
Crazy.
Now ask yourself this. Why would a grown industry figure speak that way about someone so young in the first place? Because real mentorship comes with guidance, protection, and structure, not secrecy. And suddenly Bieber's behavior over the years started looking very different to people. The emotional interviews, the exhaustion, the breakdown moments, the constant references to betrayal and trust issues. Then fans revisited that emotional moment where Bieber spoke about protecting Billie Eilish. That didn't sound like somebody casually talking about fame pressure. That sounded personal. He literally said he wanted to protect her from experiencing certain things. And immediately people started asking, protect her from what exactly? Because people usually don't say things like that unless they've experienced something themselves.
I just want to protect her, you know? I don't wish that upon anybody. Yeah, if she ever needs me, I'm just a call away.
Now stay with me, because this is where the story starts getting harder to ignore. Before Bieber ever got close to Diddy, Usher was already connected to that same environment. Years ago, Usher admitted he spent time around Diddy at a young age himself. And according to Usher, some of the things he witnessed made him uncomfortable. He even described certain experiences as curious and admitted there were environments he would never want young people around. Now pause right there, because people immediately started asking one major question. If Usher himself saw behavior that disturbed him, then why bring Justin Bieber into that same world afterward?
I
and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and being like nonstop, right?
Nah, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle,
Right.
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
That's the question the internet can't stop debating right now. Was it simply normal industry networking like everyone claimed back then? Or was Bieber introduced into environments he was way too young to fully understand? Because according to conversations happening online, Bieber wasn't just around celebrity parties. People believe he was exposed to ultra-private spaces, invite-only gatherings, phones gone, heavy security, rooms where outsiders allegedly weren't supposed to know what happened. And this is where the Jeffrey Epstein conversation starts creeping into the picture. Now, officially, there is no confirmed evidence placing Justin Bieber on Epstein's island. But that's not even the argument people are making online. The discussion is about overlap. The same type of protected circles, the same elite access, the same powerful names constantly moving around each other. And once people started noticing how often Diddy's name appeared in conversations connected to those kinds of environments, things got dark fast. Especially after Ally Carter publicly spoke years ago about what she claimed happened around certain private gatherings. She described isolated locations, elite access, and behavior too disturbing to fully explain publicly. At first, many people dismissed it. Now, people are listening very differently.
I was a party favor. What does that mean? I was a party favor. I was somebody you could take off the table.
So you're telling me they set
I set
on a table, like when you go to a birthday party and they have gift bags for everybody that comes that have candy and toys in them, and they set them on the table. So you're telling me at the freak off parties, they put shit on the table instead of gift bags, and then people can do what?
take you off the table and have sex with you, even though.
And then another name entered the conversation, Ellen DeGeneres. Honestly, a lot of people weren't even surprised. Because over the years, Ellen and Diddy appeared together many times. Not just random appearances either. The energy always seemed unusually comfortable. Familiar. Almost like inside jokes the audience wasn't fully in on. And suddenly, those old clips where Ellen joked about Diddy's parties started resurfacing again. Back then, daytime TV audiences laughed along without thinking twice. Today, those same moments feel very uncomfortable to a lot of viewers. Especially when Ellen casually referenced Diddy's after-hours gatherings like everybody already understood what kind of environment she meant.
No, it's great. So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up.
No, well, is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Where's that? Now, what time would your party start, let's say?
Like 9:30.
Really? That early?
Yeah.
I could make that.
Yeah.
But I could think of you of starting a party at like midnight. Like, what time will it go till?
That's a different type of party.
Uh-huh.
It'll go from like 9:30 to like maybe 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And then, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel.
Mm-hmm. And then it will carry on there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then no, I mean the after party.
Mm-hmm. No, I know about them.
Oh.
Is that going to be a new thing? Are you going to try to be early?
Yes, I'm trying to be early.
Are you going to be early for my party?
Yes, I am. No.
No.
I have to arrive fashionably late.
All right. Not too late, though.
Not too late?
Not too late, please.
What time would you like me there?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But not too late. Because, once you get there, the party really starts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I promise you I'm not going to let you down on this big one.
All right,
For
good.
real.
Good.
Your feet are going to have blisters. You're going to be dancing so hard.
I can't wait.
Then there was the nickname situation, calling him Cuddle McSnugglestuff on television, then brushing it off by saying people didn't need to know why. And over the years, Ellen and Bieber kept appearing in the same spaces again and again. Coincidence? Maybe. But when people started putting all these clips together, the internet began questioning the bigger picture.
Excited that it's Bieber week?
Oh, yeah.
I like that boy.
Yeah. He's a man now. He's 21.
Even better.
Yeah.
Better for me.
He's very...
Okay, that is not possible.
He's
I have
handsome.
not seen that.
Oh,
That
no?
is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
I know. He's good looking.
Do you think he'd go on a... Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, no. Stop it. That's not possible, right?
I made a turtleneck for you because I know you're a fan. So
look at that. That's so great.
Then you can be a believer.
I can be a...
That's what you're called if you're I think I have one more.
Oh.
I Heart Bieber. So depending on the mood, you
Oh my God,
yeah,
okay.
just casual for around the house.
Yeah, I can wear that.
Wear this when I invite you over next time.
I would like to,
Okay.
actually. Okay.
Good.
Thank you, Ellen. This
Now,
is really fabulous.
would that be the youngest if you went out with him? Are you a cougar? Do you consider yourself a cougar?
Well, I'd like to, but I haven't had the opportunity except when I have a job. And when I have a job, then what happens is that they have to kiss me sometimes. We've discussed this many times.
Right.
But when I don't have a job, nobody... Uh-oh, did you see... No! Oh my God, no!
Here somewhere so that I can... Justin? He's right behind me. Hey, Justin? Hi. What are you doing back there? You're reading my magazine. I don't know. Hi, Justin.
How have you been? It's been so long.
I know.
Couple years, right?
I know. Your mom hasn't come to pick you up yet?
I've been here the whole time.
I can't believe I was just talking about you. Did you hear me?
I was too busy reading
The old magazine? Oh, that's so sweet. Well, I'm so glad you're here because you heard that she couldn't. Marissa is her name from Connecticut, and she didn't get to see you. So, and your CD comes out today. Is that right?
It does come out today.
That's very exciting. So earlier in the show, Justin Bieber told me he had a surprise for me, and so I'm ready for it. Justin, come on out here. What do you have? I know your underwear's back there. Your pants are falling down.
It's because there's mic in my pocket.
That's not why.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes.
All right, what do you have? Sit down. What do you have?
It's really cool. You know how I cut my hair, right?
Yep. Are you gonna fulfill your promise finally? My birthday present? Is it really your hair?
That's really my
It
hair.
really is?
But there is a perk. Basically, the perk is I wanted to do something good. I'm giving like pieces of it to different people so that.
So I'm not the only one getting it. I asked for it a long time ago.
I know, but the thing is, we're doing something special. We want you to donate it to whatever charity you want.
Really? Can I auction this off? If I put it on my website,
you can auction it
you have to promise me and sign this also. We'll get and it's your hair for sure.
Swear.
You're not that doll hair that you tried to give me before.
That's my hair.
All right. So you're gonna sign the box, and it's your hair, and I'm gonna auction this off on our website.
Who keeps showing up around the same environments? Who gets early access to young artists? And why do so many former child stars later show signs of emotional damage, burnout, or deep trust issues? Now, this is where the story shifts directly back to Bieber. Because over the last few years, Justin quietly started distancing himself from multiple people connected to his rise. Scooter Braun, certain industry relationships, even longtime circles around him started disappearing. And online, people noticed something important. Most people don't suddenly cut off everyone who helped build their career unless something happened behind the scenes, especially when the separation feels emotional instead of business-related. Then fans connected that with Bieber openly discussing trust issues, pressure, and struggling to know who genuinely cared about him during his early years. And suddenly, those old Diddy clips stopped looking funny completely. Because Bieber repeatedly hinted at something bigger. Not just individuals, but systems, networks, Powerful circles where influential people protect each other while younger artists stay silent and keep moving forward. That's why names like Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith started getting pulled into broader online conversations involving elite Hollywood spaces and young talent. Because people keep noticing the same pattern. Young stars enter powerful circles. Years later, they speak indirectly about trauma, betrayal, or emotional pressure. And the public dismisses it as just fame.
It's great. I'm watching him, he's with my man Charlie Mack. So Charlie was with me every step of the way. First out the limo. So Charlie has been with me, 30 years coming up in the business. So, he's surrounded by a whole lot of strength. He's surrounded by a whole lot of love.
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times, and it, not involving romanticism. Mm-hmm. He gave me his blessing, and I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life, and I truly and really, really deeply loved and have a ton of love for her. I devoted myself.
But what if it was always deeper than fame? Why did Bieber become so emotional talking about protecting younger artists? Why do powerful names keep overlapping in these conversations? And why does almost every person connected to these environments describe them the same way? Confusing? Secretive? Emotionally damaging? Because if even part of what people are piecing together is true, then Justin Bieber's story may not simply be about fame gone wrong. It may be about what happens when someone enters powerful spaces way too young, then spends years trying to process what they experienced afterward. And maybe that's why the silence lasted so long. Because when the people involved are rich, connected, and protected, speaking up isn't easy. Now the spotlight shifts to you. Do you think Justin Bieber is finally hinting at deeper truths behind these industry circles? And if more people eventually start speaking openly, what other names do you think could surface next? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit like, subscribe, and stay locked in for the next jaw-dropping story coming soon.